Hello, I welcome this opportunity to speak with you today. We're going to talk about money, peace of mind. My name is Ron Schutz. I am founder of Smart Group Houston and executive chairman of a business consulting group called Exponent X. And we're going to talk about the difference between debt and loans. And we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to discuss what the description is of each, what solutions they could be, and what features you want to look for out of each of the decisions. If you want to have a further discussion on this, we will gift you up to an hour of conversation. We can either do it by Zoom or by phone, or you're welcome to come here, and like in the room we're in now, we can easily maintain 6 feet of distance. So if this is a topic that you want to discuss further, we'd welcome that opportunity. But let's get into the material here. So we talk about, first of all, we want to avoid debt. Why? Because that's an obligation against future income. Our country has huge debt right now, and that's an obligation against we, the taxpayers, that have to be paid. And I've written pieces about that if you have an interest in it that I'll be glad to talk about. The solution is to pay off that debt. Because once you have freedom from debt, you're no longer a slave to the lender. So we want to recommend to avoid debt. We've all had opportunities in our lives, I'm sure, where we've had to take on debt for a short time. That's credit card debt, things like that, furniture leasing, or rather leasing, furniture, financing, etc. are examples. The question you've got to ask yourself, though, is can I handle a loan? Because that's against an asset. So I have a pen here, for example, and let's say that I borrowed the amount that would fill the cap up, and I put up the difference from the cap on the pen. I can always extinguish the debt by selling the asset, and that takes care of it. The solution that you want to have is you want to have a line of credit. Some people refer to it as a nest egg. And you want it available so it can help you eliminate a forced sale of the assets. And that's important. You really want to try and avoid that situation. That can be very painful if that occurs. And what you look for is a line of credit or a nest egg that gives you consistent compounding. It's easy to access, accessibility. You want it secure from judgment if possible. And that's important in today's litigious society. You want it to be tax aware and definitely one of your safer allocations. So a stock market portfolio is not what we recommend for something like this as an example. Stocks are more risk with a hope for greater returns. Now, tax aware says that you believe taxes will be higher in the future. And that goes back to what I said earlier, that we have a huge obligation, which are really taxes that have not been collected that we are borrowing against in the future. And that's a big number these days. So again, it's one we try to avoid. If you would like a copy of this outline, we'd be happy to send it to you. And again, if you'd like a conversation about this, we'd be happy to gift you up to an hour. It is a major problem in our country. I welcome the opportunity to have a visit with you if it's convenient for you. Thank you very much.